Very few celebrities are notable enough to be recognized by their first name. After Bono, Cher, and Madonna, Guillermo is the ultimate addition to that pantheon. The celebrity gossip correspondent for Jimmy Kimmel has become an unlikely celebrity himself thanks to his uber-popular segment, Guillermo's Hollywood Roundup. Guillermo's rise to stardom has been unusual to say the least, but his achievements are nothing to scoff at. From slapping Matt Damon in the best unofficial Bourne Ultimatum scene ever, to convincing Walter White to down a shot of tequila on the red carpet. The Mexican-American talk show personality has proven time and again that he can stand tall next to all kinds of VIPs, from film stars to NBA champions. Well, figuratively tall at least. We wanted to find out more about the most famous on- and off-screen parking lot security guard in the world. And if you also think Guillermo del Toro is only the second best Guillermo right now, keep watching to learn 8 things you probably didn't know about Guillermo from Jimmy Kimmel Live. Oh, and while you're watching, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel to show your support. Don't forget to hit the bell icon too. If you do, you'll get a notification every time there's a new video available for you. We love bringing you the latest news and fun facts on your favorite film, music, and TV celebrities, so you won't regret it. Number 8. He wasn't a US citizen when he first became famous with Kimmel. If you're a fan of Guillermo's thick accent and love of tequila, it probably won't surprise you that he's not a US native. Indeed, the beloved Jimmy Kimmel sidekick was born Guillermo Rodriguez in Zacatecas, one of Mexico's 31 free, sovereign, autonomous, and independent states. The comedian was already 32 years old when he decided to move to the United States in 2003. He had his first appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live that same year, shortly after starting to work as a security guard for the studio's parking lot. Effectively, that means that Guillermo wasn't yet a US citizen when he became famous. In fact, it was only 2 years later, in 2015, that he received his green papers. Of course, by that time, even the immigration officers must have known him as the TV personality with the adorable broken English and teddy bear-like quality. Number 7. He was working 3 jobs at a time before making it. Before he got his big break on the show, Guillermo was living the hard-working immigrant life. To provide for his family, he had 2 full-time jobs during the week and was also employed during the weekends. From 6 a.m. till 2 p.m., he earned money as a room server at a hotel. Immediately after punching out, he would go all the way to Jimmy Kimmel Live studio parking lot at Hollywood Boulevard and would be there from 4 p.m. until midnight. The salary wasn't very good at either occupation. He got around $5 an hour at the hotel and a slightly better $6.50 an hour as a security guard. Needless to say, his hectic schedule didn't leave much time to see his folks or friends. But in the end, Guillermo Rodriguez's real-life and TV job as a security guard not only allowed him to become a star under his given name, it also taught him to deal with celebrities. According to the man himself, he's had a lot of things happen to him with his superstars at the parking lot. He hasn't told any anecdotes at the request of the celebs themselves, but he has said that he should write a book about them. If he does, we know we'll be the first to read it. Meanwhile, we enjoy his big-name interviews in his most outstanding role. Number 6. He initially refused to appear on the show. Why? Despite his later success as a comedian, Guillermo was initially very reluctant to appear on the show. He was approached and asked him to be part of a sketch, but he replied that he was very shy and had never been on TV. Fortunately for him and for all of us, the producer persuaded him to give it a try, and he finally agreed. Nevertheless, Guillermo was extremely nervous during his maiden appearance with Uncle Frank Potenza in a series of bits called Security Night Live. Thankfully, he knew who to turn to. He talked to the former NYC police officer about his nervousness, and Potenza gave him a few pointers on how to perform in front of the cameras. He also told Guillermo to just be himself and not try to be funny. As everyone knows by now, he followed that advice, and he managed to be both himself and completely hilarious. Number 5. He gets paid whether he's on Jimmy Kimmel Live or not. Guillermo has said that after his lucky break on the show, some of his colleagues over at the parking lot thought he was good, but others were a bit jealous about it. Nevertheless, he stayed humble and didn't ask for another appearance. That probably made him even more surprised when the writers returned, gave him a script, and told him he was going to be on the air again. As it turns out, the envy was justified. Guillermo now enjoys 8 weeks vacation every year, and he gets paid whether he's on Jimmy Kimmel Live or not, thanks to the royalties for his signature mockery segment, Guillermo's Hollywood Roundup. In fact, according to Celebrity Net Worth, he's worth around $2 million thanks to all his skits, interviews, and impressions on the late-night talk show. Still, he's very aware that his fame is due to a stroke of luck and is content to enjoy the free time his TV job allows him. Number 4. The unexpected anecdote with legendary Robert De Niro. Despite his long-time experience with big names both in and out of the parking lot, there's one celebrity Guillermo was still very nervous about meeting. And when it came time to interview Robert De Niro at his hotel, his hands started sweating. He had been an admirer of the actor for a long time, so the prospect of meeting him was daunting. But as soon as De Niro arrived, the fear was replaced with amazement. When Guillermo got introduced to the recipient of 2 Academy Awards, the taxi driver or the untouchable star said he knew him and was familiar with his job on Jimmy Kimmel Live. In fact, Robert De Niro didn't even request to read through the prepared questions. The legendary film performer just told his interviewer to go ahead and ask him whatever he wanted. Obviously, Guillermo couldn't believe that a legend like De Niro was a fan of him. Number 3. He has a ladies' bucket list. Madonna and Beyonce are on it. Although the Robert De Niro anecdote is probably one of Guillermo's favorite memories on Jimmy Kimmel Live, he admits that there's something else he likes best about working on the show: getting to talk to the most beautiful women in the world. And it's not just chatting. He has given a foot rub to Amy Adams, he has kissed Megan Fox, and he has Taylor Swift stroke his trademark mustache. The owner of the famous Guillermobile also has a bucket list of ladies he'd like to interview for Jimmy Kimmel Live. Funnily enough, his dream gals are both single-named legends too. Guillermo has confessed that he'd love to be in a Madonna video and meet Beyonce. Who can blame him? Number 2. He has a burgeoning film career with Guardians of the Galaxy. Even if his job on the Jimmy Kimmel Show is pretty cushy, Guillermo has also been able to parlay his success into a burgeoning film career. As far back as 2009, he had quite a substantial part in his first feature film, indie comedy Rock Slide, along with prominent Jason Alexander and Eric Roberts. But that is far from the most famous movie he's been in. In 2017, he appeared in the sequel to Guardians of the Galaxy, and he even showed up in the music video Guardians Inferno. Most recently, he had an uncredited cameo as the guy in the shower in Bill and Ted Face the Music, starring everyone's favorite dude, Keanu Reeves. Whoa! Number 1. His food and soccer passions, his fear of snakes, his chihuahuas. Whilst he's very happy about his success, family is still the number 1 thing in Guillermo's life. We don't know much about his wife, but there are a few pictures of her on his official Instagram account. Guillermo is more open about his son, Benji Rodriguez, who was born in 2011 and whom his dad clearly adores. However, the picture wouldn't be complete without Pepe and Paco, their 2 beloved chihuahuas. Guillermo is quiet about his private life, but there's quite a bit we do know about him through all his roles on Jimmy Kimmel Live. True to his Mexican roots, he cherishes the food from his home country and is an unabashed soccer fan. Although those are his passions, we're much more familiar with his phobias. Among the things that scare him the most are snakes and heights. Luckily, he got the courage to face his fears on the show. After all, nothing is that terrifying next to being chased by Matt Damon. That was our countdown of the top 8 things you probably didn't know about everyone's favorite security guard and the Oscars interviewer, Guillermo. Wait, you have some information you want to share? Don't keep it to yourself. Go ahead and leave a comment in the section below. While you're at it, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons to show your support for our channel. Remember to hit the bell icon too, that way you'll get notified every time we've got a new video for you. Thanks for watching, and see you soon!